Hello, dear friend. There is an update for Affinity Publisher. No, Affinity Publisher 2.6.3 is available for downloading, dear friend. You can see here I have Affinity Publisher 2.6.2 and I want to update to 2.6.3. If you use Affinity Suites already, you can very easily update to 2.6.3 free of cost, dear friend, without any charges. So don't forget to update Affinity Publisher 2.6.3. We have already updated Affinity Photo 2.6.3 and Affinity Designer 2.6.3. If you haven't gone through my last tutorials, go to the channel and see the new features and all the bug fixes etc. Now let's update Affinity Publisher 2. First, if you don't want to update, you have any work, just click not now and you can start working here. But later if you want to update, come here to help. Here you see check for update. Now we have this update is again available. An update is available. Would you like to install the update from 2.6.2 to 2.6.3? Install now. I want to install this. Calculating download here. Installing very fast. We will install. Dear friend, stay in the class till the end. We will see the user interface of Affinity Publisher, some features and overview. If you want a cheaper one-time purchase and a very cheap alternative of Adobe InDesign, Affinity Publisher is the one of the best alternative for it. We have already downloaded the update here so fast. And if you want to sample, if you want to learn here, you can take the sample and start working and designing the page layout, the brochures and the newspapers, books, etc. In Affinity Publisher is the one of the best alternative of Adobe InDesign. You don't need to pay monthly subscription. Here you can pay one time and you can use the software whole life. So for example, come here, you see this is the software here and buy. You see here you can see for Mac OS, Windows and iPad, and $69. It's a one time purchase. If you want to buy the whole Affinity Suites, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designers, Affinity Publisher, you can go for 164. But dear friend, wait for the Black Friday in winter. In winter, I bought the whole suite, Affinity Suite, around 84 to 85 something dollars, so cheaper on the Black Friday, and it was the good deal for me. First, this company gave me 6 months free trial. I was so impressed. I bought the whole suite. Most of time I use Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer to make YouTube logo and some client works. But dear friend, it's a good that in Affinity Suits you can make YouTube logo in Affinity Designer, in Affinity Photo, in Affinity Publisher. All these three softwares are interconnected to each other. It's a good, and you can shift from one software to another software without any problem, and you can work in all different. So it's a plus point. I couldn't wait in a very fast. I bought the whole software. So you see here, you can purchase if you want, and you can go for trial for free if you want to try for free all the suits, Affinity Suits. Come here, and here you have to put your email address, everything here, and proceed, and they will send you a link to download very easily. You will start 6 months free trial. Now let's come for our Affinity Publisher. Here you see we have here Affinity Photo Designer Publisher. Here publisher we just cancel here, we don't need. And now you can see we have a blank Affinity Publisher here. If we want to start project, we just click Control N on our keyboard and we just take A4 size default and create. I have created here. Even you can design YouTube thumbnail inside Affinity Publisher. It's good. Hello, dear friend. If this class is useful to you, adds value to your life, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Nowadays, I am working hard, but my channel is not growing due to the algorithm of YouTube, dear friend. But you can make it possible just by writing a comment, liking, subscribing the channel. Even you can share this channel to those friends who are actually in the need of such type of tutorial. This tutorial may be very useful to them, dear friend. Please consider, favor me. I am very much tired. Motivate me and help me to spread this video to the wider audience on YouTube so that it can be useful to other friends. Without wasting time, let's jump into the next process here. And you see here all the tool, frame, text tool. Here you see text table. If you want to add table to your layout, pen tool, You can freely start. If you anything want to add like vector designing etc, you can so freely add, and you can add the color. If you want to add color here, just select, we just come here to black. Here you see anywhere you can touch, you will add color here. So here we have a switch separate different color, we can choose from here. We can give a stroke. If you want to make a stroke like width here, just click like a stroke here. You see here, like it's so good that you have a vector design, photo designings, and page layout, everything. I like so much Affinity suits here. See here, gradient tool, you can add gradient if you want. Just click here. Now we come here to gradient and we just drag here. You see, we can add various point in gradient. For example, I add a point. Now we have three gradients sections here. First section, I want to add some color. We come to color here. I want to add this color. Okay, you see green. And here I want to add some other color, like you see from here you can take this color. Okay, and here we want to add red color. So in this way you can design anything, say whatever you want in Affinity Publisher. We have used gradient here. In the last class I have already taught you how to make a newspaper, so design newspaper. Go to the channel and see. Today we have just updated. I want to inform you that it's a free update. Download, dear friends. Here you see vector crop tools, gradients or transparency tools. All we have this purpose. This is a color picker tool. Just click here, color picker tool. You see now we have color picker tool and we can take any color here. You see I want to choose this color. We have selected this color. If you know Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer, it's a very easy to use Affinity Publisher here. In today's class I want to show you how we can interconnect it. So you see here we are interconnected to Affinity. This is a publisher persona. But if you want to make something like photo editing here, you don't need to go anywhere. Just click to photo persona. So we know inside photo persona and we come to stock photo here and we type anything here. For example, book. You see here we want to give the design. So we want to take this book and directly we can download. Use once you click, you see stock disclaimer. Just click here. Yes, you can read here. I don't read. Understand? Okay. And now we drag to our canvas here. You see now I can resize here. If I want to design something, we just put here. For example, if you want to design newspaper, you need such type of design for books etc, and you can paste here. You see here, if you want to use all the capabilities of photo editing, you can directly come here. If you want to add here some things, adjustment, we come to window and adjustment and we change the color here. You see white balance we can change. Just click here, white balance, we come to default here and we can take redness something. You see I am changing here color. You see here like this color. This way you can change and you can take other, like for example HSL, we just close here, and HSL we take this default and we can change color here. You see I'm changing color all on this. So it's a so good and you have to explore the software very easily. You can move to any software. So we are now in Affinity Photo. If we want to move to advanced vector designing, so we come here to design persona. You see we have publisher persona, this is the design persona, this is photo persona. Now we have moved to design persona. Now we can use graphic design. We just click here and put here and we take this here. And if you want to add your graphic anything, so we just come here and here you see various type of size are available here. You see all. If you have followed my last class about 3D designer, you can understand so easily, and you can take here. You see just click here, there are various shape. I want to take this shape, this donut. We just click and we can just here like map. Remember that it remembers the default stroke and width. You see black, because we have made this black stroke here and this color, so it has remembered. So you can anytime change. Just come here to move tool, select, and now we come here and we can change the color. For color we come here. You see we are in color switch, color, we take this color. You see we are changing the color here like in this way. And anytime if you want to change the stroke, just come here to stroke here. You see here like this, change the width etc of stroke, and here you see stroke, just click here stroke. Now you can change the stroke color. You see I'm taking this color. So easily you can design graphic, books, layout, and makes beautiful YouTube thumbnails etc. If you go to my channels, you can see all the YouTube thumbnails which I design in this softwares in Affinity Photo. Then if I need some work for Affinity Publisher, I go to Affinity Publisher and in designer. So dear friends, the good softwares, if you want everything's in one solution and cheap, you don't need to crack any software of Adobe product. Just to go for Affinity Publisher, it's good for creativity. And if you want to just a free software open source, then you can go for GIMP and Krita for photo editing, Inkscape for vector designing, and Scribus for book and page layout, browser designing, etc. Write me in the comment which type of tutorial do you want about Affinity Photo, Affinity Publisher, and Affinity Designer. Now let's come to see what's new in this update. So we come here, and here you can see all the page thumbnails, master text, bug fixes. There are several bugs fixes etc inside Affinity Designers here, and read here, and an extra large, you see, page thumbnail. An extra large size of page thumbnail is available on page finals reference menu. It's from the last update, and these are the bug fixes etc. And you can read others release notes from the last update here on the Affinity forum here one by one. These are several bug fixes etc. So try the Affinity suits and you will love the software. Write me in the comment box how you are using Affinity suits for your productivity. How is your productivity after choosing Affinity suits and migrating from Adobe Creative Cloud to Affinity suits here, dear friend. We meet in the next class. Take care. Bye.